The Dance of Dragons, a true telling by Grandmaster Munkin, being a history of the war of Targaryen succession between the Princess Rhaenyra and Aegon, second of his name, that nearly destroyed the realm.
The realm? Do you know what the realm is? It's the 1,000 blades of Aegon's enemies. A story we agreed to tell each other over and over till we forget that it's a lie.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon update video. Alright my friends, in this video we will be looking at the photos HBO officially released yesterday. As I'm sure most of you know by now, HBO has been developing a new series based in George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire universe. According to HBO's official website, House of the Dragon will be set 300 years before the events of Game of Thrones. It will show the downfall of House Targaryen during what is known as the Dance of Dragons. This was when House Targaryen fought and killed their own blood over the Iron Throne. Now, if you have seen some of my recent videos, you would know HBO has been filming the first season of this series for a little over a week. In the south of England, actors have been spotted filming scenes on one of the sets they are using for House Velaryon, another family of Valyrian descent. A lot of photos have already been leaked onto the internet. Now that the cat is already out of the bag, it looks like HBO wanted to release some high-resolution photos themselves. These are the first official images of House of the Dragon. Now, if you have seen any of my recent videos, then you already know these actors have been filming scenes. This isn't new information whatsoever, but what I do like about these photos is we do get a good look at some of the main characters from the show. In this first image released from HBO, we can see Daemon and Rhaenyra Targaryen. Now, I have went into details about all of these characters before, but just in case you're new here, I will briefly sum up who they are. For those of you that don't know, Rhaenyra is the daughter of King Viserys Targaryen, and Daemon is the king's brother, which makes him Rhaenyra's uncle. Now, although they are blood related, Daemon and Rhaenyra eventually start a romantic relationship. As you all know, this is nothing new for this family. In fact, we will see a lot of this in House of the Dragon. We will see dragon versus dragon in the streets, and we will see dragon versus dragon in the sheets. It's what they do. In this next photo, we have Sir Otto Hightower and his daughter Alicent Hightower. Sir Otto Hightower is the hand of the king to Viserys Targaryen, first of his name. Sir Otto Hightower becomes bitter rivals with King Viserys' brother Daemon Targaryen. Sir Otto is basically worried that Daemon will become the new king after his brother Viserys dies. Sir Otto does just about everything he can to make sure that doesn't happen. There was even a time when he wanted Viserys to name his daughter Rhaenyra as his heir, which King Viserys eventually does. Once again, Daemon is cast to the side, but since he is in a relationship with Rhaenyra, this isn't the worst thing that could happen. He would essentially be right at her side while she ruled Westeros. However, before this happens, King Viserys ends up getting married to Sir Otto Hightower's daughter Alicent, who you see in the photo next to him. Not only is she young and gorgeous, but she is very fertile as well. This is basically the worst case scenario for Rhaenyra. Now she will be cast aside also, because her father King Viserys and his new wife Alicent end up having several children together.
The dance began, as many dances do, with an old man and a young girl. The queen had failed to produce a son for her king, so he anointed his daughter, the Princess Rhaenyra, as his heir. But years later, the king remarried, and his new wife, Queen Alicent of House Hightower, gave him a son. Feeble and foolish, the old king refused to change the succession. He didn't even see how his court had split into two rival camps of blacks and greens.
As soon as King Viserys dies, Alicent ensures their son Aegon gets the Iron Throne instead of Rhaenyra, and this is one of the many things that leads to the Dance of Dragons. Alicent and Rhaenyra become bitter rivals, just like Daemon and Sir Otto Hightower. Now, I'm obviously leaving out a lot of other things, but I have already made other videos where I go into so much more detail about the main events surrounding the Dance of Dragons. In the last image HBO officially released yesterday, we have Lord Corlys Velaryon, who is a strong supporter of Daemon and Rhaenyra.
When ravens carried the news of Aegon's coronation to Dragonstone, Princess Rhaenyra summoned her own Black Council. With her was her uncle and husband, Daemon Targaryen, considered by many to be the most dangerous man in Westeros. Few lords supported her, But the greatest of these was Corlys Velaryon, who controlled the largest fleet in the realm, and his Targaryen wife, Rhaenys, the old king's sister.
Like so many of the other characters during this time, Lord Corlys Velaryon is an awesome character. Like I said in my last video, he's got one hell of a fleet of ships, and he's also known as the wealthiest man in Westeros. Not only that, but his wife, Rhaenys Targaryen, is a dragon rider. They can hit you from the sea, and they can hit you from the air. Lord Corlys Velaryon was also known as the Sea Snake, the first Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, but his fame did not come from his skill of sword and lance and shield. He got his fame from his voyages across the seas where he was seeking new horizons. He was a scion of House Velaryon, a family of old and storied Valyrian heritage who came to Westeros before the Targaryens, as the histories would agree. Now, I really wish his wife was with him in the photo. I know a lot of fans have issues with this casting choice, but I think he looks incredible. I wasn't really sure how he would look with the white silvery hair, but I think it looks great. I actually like all of their outfits in these photos, and I'm looking forward to seeing how all of the other characters look. Hopefully, HBO will release some more images very soon. If not, we will see the other actors walking around on set sooner or later anyways. Now, like I said, since I have made a few videos about these characters already, I will keep this short and sweet. I just wanted to give my thoughts on the official photos. I think they look great, and I am confident HBO will do a great job at finding other actors for all the other characters. I barely knew who anyone was when I first watched Game of Thrones, but I ended up loving almost every single actor and actress they cast. In fact, I think they did such a great job, the actors are now who I see in my mind when I read the books. So, if any of you are unsure about some of these choices, just wait until you see some of the episodes. I think you will end up loving who they went with. Either way, feel free to sound off with your own thoughts down below. As always, I would love to see what all of you have to say. Now, for those of you who like my version of Game of Thrones Season 9, I just want to let you know that I am working on the next episode. I will have that out soon. I had to discuss all of this first because it is major news right now, but I will get back to those videos, so don't you worry. Anyways, I want to thank all of you for watching this video. I really appreciate all of the support I have been getting lately. It really does mean a lot to me. I hope everyone has a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye.